Привіт, друзі! З вами знову Коха. І я сьогодні починаю проходити Hogwarts Legacy. Всіх ласкаво прошу на мій канал, приємного перегляду. Не забувайте підписуватись, ставити вподобайки і ділитися моїми стрімами. Так, ігру я вперше граю і вперше запускаю. Давайте розберемося з налаштуваннями. Так, це якийсь слух. Режим дальтонизма нормальний. Режим прицеливания включено. Переключение режима исполнения заклинаний включено. Переключение джойстиків. Коротше, я не знаю. Залишаю, мабуть, все як є. В принципі, не буду, я не знаю. Розмір текста та нормальний, в принципі. Коротше, залишаю все цей. Як тут і є, коротше. До речі, друзі, тут озвучки немає російської, тому будемо, як і The Long Dark. Коротше, я буду про себе читати, ви про себе. Щоб не збивати друг друга. Так, Fidelity, режим рендеринга с высокой четкостью, при котором делается упор на разрешение и качестве графики. Performance, режим с высокой частотой кадров, при котором делается упор на производительности. Давайте з графіку виберу, да? У мене, в принципі, 1080 монітор. Хоча, давайте це виберу. Так. Продовжить. Все топлю. Так, ліцензійне соглашення. Принимаю. Так, получите свои награды. Привяжите свою учетную запись фан-клуба Гарри Поттера к вашей учетной записи Warner Brothers, чтобы открыть доступ к ексклюзивним наградам. Ну, давайте потім. Давайте потім коли-небудь я прив'яжу. Якби я знав, я б раніше прив'язав свою учетну запись. Так, Хогвартс наследие, задание про магазин с привидением в Хогсмите. Вы разблокировали эксклюзивное задание про магазин с привидением в Хогсмите, которое дает доступ к дополнительному подземелью, к набору с внешним видом владельца магазина и к магазину в Хогсмите в самой игре. Эксклюзивное задание появляется в Хогсмите автоматически по мере вашего продвижения по основному сюжету. Доступ к внешнему виду можно получить через меню снаряжения, выбрав опцию «Измените внешний вид». Давайте отримаю. Ще плащ Мерліна якийсь отримав. Очки якісь отримав. Шляпу. Оце да. І ще якийсь цей. Та, йо-моє, скільки тут всяких цих рукавички отримав. Ще шарф. Шапка. Мантія. О, нарешті. Так, щось там про USB хранилище було написано. Привіт, Компошер. Ласкаво прошу на мій канал і приємного перегляду. Дякую за побажання. Едва заметним, да? Ну, я не бачу яскравість. А як ползунок? Ага, все. Це взагалі темно, да? Не в цю сторону. О, ну я отак, я не знаю, вам видно чи ні, але я отак от бачу. Трішечки помітне зображення, отак яскравість. Так, приймаємо. Привіт-привіт, Кіря. Ласкаво, прошу на мій канал і приємного перегляду. Так, О, це мені лист прийшов в школу. Коротше, в школу в Хогвартс поступити. Кіря, справи добре. Нічого цікавого не робив. Сьогодні в мене все по-старому, в принципі. В тебе як справи? Давненько тебе не було. Семестр 1 сентября починається. Блін, ну все, сворачуємо гру, тому що до 1 вересня ще далеко. Ладно, жартую. Дійсно було б круто почати цю гру з 1 вересня. Ну, уже ладно. Уже почав зараз, так зараз. Так. Забороняє використання магії. Ну, це, коротше, як в принципі по Гаррі Поттеру, що, типа, вне школи нельзя колдувати. Так, давайте виберемо персонажа, да? В принципі, можемо кого завгодно, да, тут вибрати. Ага, це зовнішність і стать вибирається. Я навіть не знаю, кого вибрати. Ой, це жінку я точно не буду вибирати. Це теж жінка. Так, ну не знаю, мені або оцей прикалує. Тут іще, дивіться, купа. Оцей іще прикалує, такий. Нормальний на вигляд тіпчик. Ну, не знаю. Ці якісь кучеряшки. Чи зачіску потім можна вибрати, да? Немає інтернет біля чого. Давайте оцей, коротше, вибираю. Ладно. Далі. Тут можна було... О, в окулярах як Поттер, коротше. Ну, я без окулярів виберу. Не знаю, хай буде отак от, в принципі. І зачіску дійсно можна було вибрати. Не буду заморачуватися. Якісь шрами. Да, чи що це? О, дивіться, який шрам. Шрами якісь непрості, а бачите? Ну це, ладно, там простий. Як вони так з узорами можуть бути шрами? Не знаю, хай по стандарту буде. Так. Тон, перший голос, второй голос.
A few cobwebs and some dust. Nothing to be concerned about.
Прикольно, чувак з жіночим голосом.
That was quite something.
Сложність. Історія легко, нормально, тяжело. Давайте нормально, як завжди. Имя, фамилия ще можна. Чтобы продолжить, вам необходимо дать имя своему персонажу. Имя... Не знаю. А яке ім'я придумати? Блін. Не знаю, просто Кевін написав, не знаю, от фамілію ще буде складніше. Вася Пупкін? Та ні, Вася Пупкін це якось, знаєш, по стандарту. Не знаю, блін. А от фамілію взагалі, блін, щось в голову нічого такого, знаєте, цікавого не приходить. Блін. Кельвін Кляйн? Дійсно, Кельвін Кляйн, ну давай. Це норм фамілія. Волшебниця, общежиття, волшебник. А що, можна до дівчат цей... До дівчат потрапити в... Скажіть. Блін. В общагу. Да, тут же ж написано. Ні, давайте будемо вже до хлопців. Вдруг там дівчата перевдягаються. Ну, давайте починаємо путешествия, як тут написано, подорож. Та вже Кляйн вибрав. Поттер не я теж так подумав, але Поттер не вибрав, тому що це був би прадід Поттера, чи прадід, чи хто там він. Давайте вибираємо. Волшебник. Треба отак от почати путешествие.
It appears we are almost ready to depart. It's a pity we didn't have a bit more time to spend on spellcasting. I presume you've been practicing the spells we worked on.
I have, Professor.
Well, I'm quite sure I've never seen anyone take so quickly to a second-hand wand. You'll be a force to be reckoned with when you get your own.
Thank you, Professor Fig. I appreciate you working with me before the term begins.
Oh, Eleazar! George, glad my rather cryptic description of our location did not thwart your finding us.
I've apparated to more vaguely defined destinations than this. Though I confess I may have miscalculated slightly on my first try. Gave quite the fright to some theatregoers in the West End.
It's been much too long. When I received your owl, I must say I...
Best not speak here, Eleazar.
Of course. Why don't we speak en route to Hogwarts? We have a start-of-term feast and a sorting ceremony to get to.
Wonderful idea. As long as your young charge here doesn't mind me tagging along.
Not at all, sir.
After you.
Ages since I've been to the castle. Would be good to see the old pile of rocks.
Ну, графа дуже крута. Мені поки що подобається. Побільше б ігор, знаєте, по кіношним ліцензіям і крутих іменно ігор. От останнім часом дуже мало ігор виходить по кіношним ліцензіям. Раніше, я пам'ятаю, в дитинстві їх дуже багато було.
Just barely.
And who is your traveling companion?
A new student.
New?
Yes, sir. I'm starting school as a 5th year.
How extraordinary.
It is indeed. None of the faculty has ever heard of anyone being admitted to Hogwarts so late.
Nor have I.
Of course, as the other 5th years will have been honing their magical skills for 4 years now, the headmaster asked if I could get our new student up to speed a bit before the term begins.
Well, you couldn't have asked for a better mentor. Professor Fig is not only an exceptional teacher, he's also a remarkably intuitive and gifted wizard.
Mr. Osric is prone to flattery. I dare say it's one of the reasons he's risen so far at the ministry.
Have you seen this?
I have. Opinions differ as to how great a threat Ranrock really is.
Although I've yet to convince my colleagues at the ministry, I believe he is a significant threat. And it was your wife, Eleazar, who alerted me to his activities months ago.
Miriam? How?
She wrote to me about Ranrock before she died, wondering what the ministry knew about his activities. Before I could respond, I received this. It was the last thing she sent me, Eleazar. It came to me via her owl, but with no correspondence. I can only assume
That she had to get rid of it quickly to keep it safe.
presumably from Ranrock. I cannot open it. Whatever magic protects this is powerful indeed.
It looks like goblin metal. That symbol.
What's that glow?
I don't see a glow.
Nor do I. Merlin's beard. How did you...
Wait! We do.
Ух, нічого собі. Совушку жалко, яка сиділа позаду. А, вона жива. Все в порядку, не хвилюйтесь.
The key! Give me your hand!
Прикольно.
Are you all right? You're hurt.
Perhaps a bit.
Take this. It's Wiggenweld potion. That stuff will right you in a second.
Так, о, пішов геймплей. Ну, знаєте, що скажу? Блін, прикро, що треба читати все. Я не встигаю все читати. Якби була озвучка, було б набагато круче.
What happened?
Poor George. I can't believe he... What the hell got into that damn thing? Attacking a carriage mid-air? A typical dragon would never...
Professor? Sir, where are we?
I'm not sure. But that key you discovered was clearly a port key.
Port key?
An item enchanted to bring whoever touches it to a specific place.
I'm feeling better, sir, if you'd like to look around a bit.
I would. But stay close. We've no idea who created this port key. Or why?
Ух ти, прикольно.
How far did that portkey take us?
Farther from London than the carriage travelled. We're somewhere in the Scottish Highlands.
So, those ruins. Do you
The
think...
portkey was meant to lead us there? I do. This has not been the day either of us expected. But Miriam sent that portkey to George for a reason. And I believe that she, and now George, died in pursuit of whatever it was meant to lead to. If you're sure you're all right and wouldn't mind indulging me, I'd like to have a look around.
Absolutely, sir.
Good. Let's see if we can find a path, however faded it may be.
Привіт, Бодь. Ласкаво, прошу на мій канал і приємного перегляду. Професор Фіг.
Where do you suppose your wife got the portkey that brought us here?
A good question. Miriam spent years searching for evidence of a long-forgotten form of ancient magic.
Ancient magic?
Yes, a powerful magic wielded by a rare few that seems to have been lost to time. Hogwarts Castle was built by, and is itself a stronghold of that ancient magic. I don't know where she came into possession of the portkey, but I am certain it was to do with that search. Ah, there's the path down below. This way.
But
Ну,
sir,
в принципі,
why was your wife searching for evidence of lost magic?
Miriam wanted to understand why such powerful magic disappeared from the wizarding world. Spoke of the good it could do. But magic is no different than any power. What really matters is the one who wields it.
в принципі, я встигаю майже все читати.
It's not cold enough here. It appears to be a sort of enchantment. Someone wanted to block this path. Let's see some of that wand work you were practicing. Focus on the center.
Але, блін, поки читаєш, коротше, навіть не дивишся, що по сторонам відбувається. Оце під час руху це взагалі проблема, чесно кажучи. Оце, да, оце ти задивився, шорце. Справи все добре, бо одне й те ж саме, в принципі, відповідаю, тому що R2. Де R2? А, я L2 натискав. Тому що, знаєш, нічого не міняється, чесно кажучи. Так, нажмите R2, чтобы использовать основные заклинания. Ну, я натиснув. І що? Нічого не розумію. Так, путь в Хогвартс с помощью их... Угу. А, декілька разів треба натискати, а я натиснув і тримаю. Фу, блін. Оце я, звісно, тупив. Ти пропустив, як я створював персонажа, і все, в принципі, більш нічого не пропустив важливого. Ну, і їх збили з карети, коротше. Дракон чуть не з'їв їх вместе з каретою.
Thank
А
you,
що,
sir.
в глечиках нічого немає? А, тобто, якщо я буду затримувати, це, мабуть, цей блок.
there.
Так, і що? А, 56, я монетки знайшов, я так розумію.
We're close now. It's just ahead. Steady yourself. Reparo!
Ого. Крутяк. Оце дід колдує.
Almost there.
Why would someone have built this here?
I suspect they valued their privacy. That portkey led us here for a reason. Let's have a look around for anything that seems out of place.
Щось необичне? А що тут? Необичне.
Professor, it's a mural of some kind.
Perhaps our host was a noted seer. Interesting.
Зараз тут прохід відчиниться, мабуть. Чи ні?
Professor, this statue...
This may have been his home.
Що це за дід? Дамблдор? Хопача, всі глечики перевалив. Бачите, який воїн?
That enchanted crystallized stone again. But what could it be blocking? What's this? Professor Fig!
Що, професор не підійде до нас? Ну, добре. А, підійшов.
How odd. Why would someone have conjured that enchanted stone here?
And how is there a room behind it?
What room? I don't see anything.
There's that glow again, like the glow on the portkey container.
What in Merlin's name? Godric's heart.
Where are we?
I don't believe it.
Хтось храпить. А, це ці. Це випадково не банк якийсь. Бо там гоблін. Чи як його там. Ну да, Саш, невідомо, як я буду проходити, тому може і всі 80 годин. Та не знаю, може і не довше Хорайзена. Так, ну добре, не буду затримуватись.
Hello?
Да, банкір, я ж кажу, що це банк.
It can't be. Just a moment. Ooh. Where are we here?
Welcome to Gringotts Wizarding Bank. Vault number 12, I presume.
Precisely.
The key?
Your wife's portkey.
Oh, yes, of course.
Якийсь він занадто добрий, цей гоблін.
This way, then.
Не пам'ятаю, щоб вони такі добрі були. У фільмах, принаймні.
After you.
Зараз каруселі будуть.
Keep your hands inside the cards if you don't wish to lose them.
How many vaults are there in Gringotts?
Hundreds. In fact, you'll see quite a few on our way to vault number 12. As we speak, we're just beneath the main lobby. The vaults you see now are the newest.
Are private entrances to the bank common at Gringotts?
They are most uncommon. Only one with great wealth or power, or both, could have arranged for such a service. You'll want to take a breath.
A what? That waterfall washes away all enchantments. It's a security measure.
Experienced the thief's downfall before, have you?
Heard of it?
These are the lower vaults that we're passing now.
How deep are we going?
Vault number 12 was commissioned shortly after Gringotts was founded over 4 centuries ago. It resides in the deepest part of the bank. Settle in. We've quite a distance to go.
Vault number?
Vault 12. Momentous day.
On your way.
Ого, а що це у нього на руці таке?
Professor, the armband that guard was wearing was glowing.
Like the glow you saw on the porky container?
No, darker. I saw that same glow on the dragon's collar.
Yeah, what was that?
We were just wondering about that goblin back there.
He watches over the oldest section of the bank. Rare anyone goes there anymore. Here we are.
Прикольно.
When was the last time this vault was accessed?
A goblin has been stationed at my desk for hundreds of years. In that time, no one has visited Vault 12 until today.
Нічого себе, жодного разу з заснування не відкривали цей сейф. Прикольно. Так, Боді, так, всі фільми дивився про Гаррі Поттера і дивився навіть про оцих, як їх там, таємні звірі, та де вони обітають.
Vault 12.
Thank you for your help.
Ну, у Поттера прикольніше був сейф. І відчинявся він прикольніше. Це тільки цим ногтем гобліна.
What do you suppose we should be looking for?
I'm not sure. Sir, I wonder if you
The
might...
instructions for Vault 12 indicate that I am to grant access to the holder of the key and then close the door.
Wait.
Best of luck.
Professor?
That was certainly unexpected. Let me think. There must be something here. Revelio, perhaps?
Revelio?
Yes, a revealing charm. No time like the present. Let's see what we're missing, shall we? Ready your wand and focus.
Так, зафиксируйте свою палочку с помощью... все зрозумів.
Revelio. There! I saw something.
Move a bit closer and try again.
Щось тут не грошей, майже нічого нема, тільки якісь золоті кубки.
A door.
Well, that's a start. There's that symbol again. I don't suppose you see a way to...
I do, Professor. That symbol has the same glow as the one I saw on the port key container.
If what you can see reveals the way forward, then I dare say we are about to discover the secret of this vault. Lead the way. Lumos! This is no ordinary vault. I suspect we will need to earn our way out of here.
What do you mean, earn our way out? Do you think this is some sort of test?
I do. But to what end, I can't say. Stay close. There will be no disapparating if things go poorly. Not out of Gringotts.
Не було наче російської озвучки. Якби була, воно б включилось би, я думаю. Я чув таке, що тільки в піратських версіях на ПК є російська озвучка.
I see something up ahead.
What is it?
That glow again, but on the floor.
Якби була, я б включив би, думаю. Ха-ха. Так, все вірно, вчимося швидко читати.
What happened?
When I moved towards the glow, it suddenly seemed as if the ground was swirling about.
Are you all right?
Yes, sir, I'm fine.
You seem to have caused the floor to change.
That statue.
What statue?
I see some sort of statue, but only as a reflection in the floor. Revelio.
I presume this is what you saw reflected in the floor.
It is. The reflection's still there, but the statue's positions don't match. Wait. When you moved, the reflection turned in the direction of the light.
Perhaps you should cast Lumos.
Lumos.
Well done.
Now the reflection is turning towards me. It does follow the light.
Опана, це наші перші противники будуть, чи що?
Protego.
Defendo. Levioso. Deposo. Levioso. Deposo. Exposo. Protego. Defendo.
Так, щось у мене.
Confringo. Exposo. Confringo.
Protego.
Deposo. Potato. Levioso. Exposo. Confringo. Deposo. Stay close.
Так, здається, всіх перебив.
Lumos. Professor! Professor Fig! Professor, where are you? This isn't good. Where am I supposed to go? What's happening? The wisps of magic seem to be leading me somewhere. Ah, that's where they're leading me. That glow again. Lumos. Revelio. I suppose I'm on my own this time. Lumos.
Ага. Отак от, мабуть, краще стати.
It seems I have no choice. I need to align these statues with their reflections. Protego! Lumos. Stupid one.
Ну, бойовка прикольна. Мені подобається. Да, я чув чув про піратську озвучку, десь читав, коротше. Де ж я це читав? Коротше, я не знаю. Ну на ПК є піратська озвучка. Невчасно. Так, що, всіх перебив, чи ще хтось буде?
Lumos.
А де ж професор Фіга дівся?
There you are. How did you... What is this place?
I don't know. But I found this floating above that basin.
That is no mere basin. That is a pensive for viewing memories. I wonder...
Це випадково не така чаша, як була у Дамблдора в кабінеті.
Follow my lead.
All is in place.
The portkey is well hidden.
Perhaps too well. I wonder if the path we've created...
May be impossible to follow. It will only be impossible for one who cannot see traces of ancient magic as I can.
Your ability to see what others cannot will not be enough, Percival. We are entrusting the one who embarks on this path with powerful secrets, with knowledge others will do anything to obtain.
Yes, and if we are correct, Charles, the witch or wizard who completes the trials will have proven themselves worthy of that knowledge, and the responsibility that accompanies it.
We've done all that we can.
Ну да, це саме вона. Це саме та чаша.
That's what you're seeing. The glow that surrounded them.
Yes, sir.
Astonishing.
Can I see magic?
Traces of an ancient magic, to be precise. The magic that Miriam had always believed existed, but could never. Miriam, and perhaps George, died in pursuit of knowledge that has been dormant for centuries. And you, it seems, are the key to understanding why. We were...
It all looks rather different than it did a moment ago.
Someone's coming.
Who were they?
I don't know. But, sir, you shouldn't be in here.
I was right.
Ranrock.
Seems my reputation precedes me. I was beginning to think no one was ever going to visit Rackham's Vault.
And why are you here?
No need for that. Just give me whatever it is you found here and we can let bygones be bygones.
Sir, they had the key to the vault.
Choose your next words wisely.
I only meant that the instructions to Vault 12 were quite clear. Sir, I must insist. I was to grant access only to one with the key, and you didn't have them.
I have no patience for traitors. Now, where were we?
I'm not giving you anything.
Well, perhaps your young friend here will be more helpful.
Ух ти, який крутий. На вигляд крутий.
Are you all right?
Fine, sir.
I've never seen so powerful a goblin. He seemed wholly unaffected by my magic.
Where are we?
It can't be. It seems those who set up the pensive, the locket, and the path to both wanted someone with your ability to end up here. Come. We have a sorting ceremony to get to.
О, ця чудова музичка, як я її давно не чув. Нічого себе, це тільки вступ був майже в годину.
Oh, good. We haven't missed the sorting ceremony. I'm no expert, but that seems more appropriate. Now, I need to study this locket as soon as I can, but first I must contact the Ministry. They need to know what happened to George and be warned of Ranrock. For the moment, I ask that you keep all that's happened this evening between you and me.
Of course, sir.
Thank you. Ready for the sorting ceremony? Phineas, Nigellus, Black. Prepare yourself to meet the headmaster.
Fig, nice of you to join us. The sorting ceremony's over.
There were complications.
Complications?
It seems the goblin problem has...
Enough! Goblins. I've no time for rumors, Fig, and I'm rapidly losing whatever patience I had left. If you're lucky, we might still be able to get you sorted this evening.
I'll be in touch.
Professor Weasley, we've one more.
Професор Уизли?
Welcome. You're just in time. Have a seat.
Ah, yes. A bit older than the others, aren't you? You come here with preferences and preconceptions. Certain expectations.
Так, а що, почати вчитись чи ісследувати замок? Ну, не знаю, давайте. Мені цікаво замок ісследувати. Давайте так.
I'm looking forward to exploring Hogwarts and the world beyond the castle and grounds.
Indeed. Much can be gleaned by having an adventurous spirit, but your professors have a great deal to teach you as well. I wonder... I detect something in you. A certain sense of... what is it?
Отвага, любознательність, вірність, амбіції. Навіть не знаю. Давайте... любознательність.
A desire to learn? I do enjoy a good puzzle, and I believe I have a ready mind.
You're clever indeed. You have the ability to reflect clearly on that which puzzles others. And you've a ready mind, quick to learn. Perhaps you belong in Ravenclaw.
Когтевран? Блін. Ну, бачите, цей... Ну, я любознательність вибрав, тому що хотів цей... скоріше... цей замок розузнати. Ну, бачите, як воно розподілило Когтевран. Я, до речі, думав цей... тут можна буде самому вибрати, тобто... Ну, навряд чи в мене смікалка і находчивість у мене. Давайте я виберу другий факультет. Не знаю, мені взагалі ніякий факультет не підходить. Можна п'ятий? Ну ладно, раз мене сюди определила, хай воно буде. От. Творчий підход і сміхалка і находчивість. Ну хай буде, хай попробую. Не знаю, підійде. Чи є в мене сміхалка? Ай, блін, а знаєте що? Треба було вибрати, як і в Гаррі Поттера, і цей, подивитись, як вони зробили кімнату з Гаррі Поттера. Ну ладно, уже. Тобто, общагу. Раз уже вибрав, то хай буде.
Due to the unfortunate injury on the pitch in last spring's final, this year's Quidditch season has been cancelled. Enough! It's not as though I've banned flying altogether, but don't tempt me. You are here to focus on your academic futures. I'm sure you will have plenty to do before classes begin tomorrow. I said, I'm sure you all have plenty to do before classes begin tomorrow.
Якийсь злий тут директор.
Quite an entrance. It's lovely to meet you. I'm...
Professor Weasley, would you be so kind as to show our new student to their common room?
I shall see to it, sir. As I was saying, I'm Professor Weasley. Pleased to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well, Professor.
As Deputy Headmistress, it is my distinct honor to show you to your common room. Right this way. It's quite uncommon for a student to begin as a fifth year. Might be a bit of a challenge, but one I'm sure you're up for.
I am, Professor.
This is the entrance to the Ravenclaw common room. You must solve a riddle to enter. I won't be of much help, I'm afraid. This sort of thing has always confounded me.
Щоб постійно відгадувати загадку?
Lived longer? The ghost or the poltergeist?
A ghost or a poltergeist? A non-being can never have been.
А, тю, блін, я думав, мені дадуть загадку відгадувати.
Well done. Now, go on in and get some sleep. You have a big day ahead of you tomorrow. I shall be back in the morning to collect you for your first class.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
You're welcome. I hope you enjoy your first night at Hogwarts. Sleep well.
Looks like everyone's gone. Better head to the common room.
Проспав уроки? Тут щось можна глянути, щось знайти чи ні? Коротше, не знаю. Здається, нічого нельзя. Ну добре, тоді піду, якщо нельзя.
I suppose.
Just have to wait for the right moment. One moment. Watch this.
Ugh! What is this? Someone threw a dung bomb. Let's get out of here.
That wasn't quite the reaction I wanted. Oh well.
Right. What did you hope would happen?
I suppose I hoped it would lighten the mood. Ravenclaws can be a bit on edge the first day of class. I'm Everett, by the way. You seem downright calm next to some of these characters, and you survived a rather harrowing trip here.
I'm glad to be here. Ready for classes to start.
Good. Glad to hear it. Truly, there's no reason to be nervous. Most professors are firm but fair. I mean, not all of the tricks I play are as simple as a tossed dung bomb, and I'm still here.
Wait, did you say most professors are fun but fair?
Ha! I did. But probably best I let you judge for yourself. I do tend to push their limits. I should wander off before someone traces that dung bomb back to me. Nice meeting you.
You too, Everett.
Так, а тут, в принципі, дивіться, декілька. Представтесь Аміту, представтесь Саманті. Ну, давайте познайомимось. О, за два укуса з'їв яблуко.
I want him to be in the perfect place. A place he'll be happy with. But I can't seem to find it. Great golden gobstones! I want him to thrive here.
Golden gobstones?
My own little expression. I bought this Dittany seedling from home and I so want him to feel cozy. Dittany is amazing, isn't it? So much healing power in such a little plant. I've a bit of a thing for plants, as you can see. Pleased to meet you. I'm Samantha.
Nice to meet you, Samantha. Is Dittany used in Wiggenweld potion?
It is. Looks like someone's been studying up on their potion making.
Actually, Professor Fig told me about the Wiggenweld potion.
Of course. I heard you were studying with him before term. He's an enigma, Fig. Teaches about theory, yet seems to know a lot about practical magic.
Цей там було написано бадьян, коротше, назва цього растіння. Я дивлюся, читаю цей, привезла з дому бур'яна. Думаю, нормально, в Хогвартс бур'ян привезла з дому. Хто що ще привозить?
Professor Fig does know a great deal about, different forms of magic.
Well, I hope he told you about more than Wiggenweld. You've lots to catch up on, I'm sure.
An affinity for herbology is more typical of a Hufflepuff than a Ravenclaw, isn't it?
Ordinarily, perhaps, but it runs in my family. We've a full plot of these little fellows back home. I suppose you could say herbology is in my roots.
Is it common practice for students to grow their own ingredients?
Oh, yes. In fact, our herbology teacher, Professor Garlick, encourages it. And I don't think Professor Sharp, our potions master, cares where you get your ingredients as long as your brews are all perfect.
It was nice to meet you, Samantha. Good luck with your Dittany.
Thank you. And good luck to you too on your first day.
Так потихеньку і цей, і англійський вивчимо.
That's just brilliant, Amit. Brilliant. You'd think you could... Ah! That is not how that... Why, hello. Would you like to take a look? Can't see too much in the day. Well, except for stars like Sirius, Canopus, Vega, and Arcturus. I'm Amit. Pleasure to have you in Ravenclaw. Never met someone who's been so close to a dragon before.
Can't say I'd recommend it, frankly. It's nice to meet you, Amit. I take it you like astronomy?
Oh, yes. So much to be learned from the stars. Also, there's something about the open air and night sky above the tower. It's invigorating. You will adore astronomy. Professor Shaw is incredibly knowledgeable.
I hope astronomy's on my schedule. Sounds interesting.
I have good news for you. You are most definitely taking astronomy. It is required for all fifth years. You will be enthralled with the tower. Plus, a quality telescope can show you things you never dreamed of.
I suppose I'll see you in class then.
Yes. Oh, and speaking of class, better get to my first one of the year. Nothing like the smell of fresh parchment, is there? Be seeing you!
Hey there, new Ravenclaw. Professor Weasley is looking for you just outside. You'd best not keep her waiting.
Is that new fifth year?
Can't imagine starting a new school this late.
Так, тю, а навіщо я сюди прийшов? А, все, зрозумів, тут ось є сходи на низ. А то, думаю, прийшов і хоп, і мені назад показує.
Good morning. I trust you're ready for your first day at Hogwarts?
I've been dreaming of this day for a long time. Can't believe I'm here.
Well, you are here. Make the most of it. You only have one first day at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your unique situation, joining us as a fifth year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind. Especially as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs at the end of the year.
OWLs? Owls?
Yes, your ordinary wizarding level exams. They will determine what type of career you can have when you leave here. After much discussion with the headmaster and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary to ensure your success. Here you are.
Ух ти, прикольна книжка.
What is it?
It is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all that's expected of a 5th year. You would be wise to take full advantage of this exceptionally valuable resource.
Thank you, Professor, but what do you mean it will keep track of what I'm learning?
Perhaps seeing it in action will answer any questions you may have. Walk with me and we shall put it to the test. This way. The guide will give you opportunities to practice your magic and educate yourself about wizarding lore. I certainly would have appreciated something like the field guide when I was a student. Why don't you cast Revelio on this bust and see what details the field guide can provide?
Revelio.
Так, ну це, коротше, нам для прокачки відкрилося все, да, я так розумію.
Clever, isn't it? Keep your eyes open for more opportunities like that, inside and outside of the castle.
А, це всілякі ці можна... поставити. Ладно.
Revelio.
Нема тут такого нічого.
No time to waste. You've classes to attend.
А, прикольно, воно ще двері всілякі показує, щось іще. Блін, нельзя від неї відходити, да?
Revelio.
Не знаю, що це таке.
Ah, good timing. Perfect opportunity to show you how to use flue flames to get around a bit quicker. Your field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall.
О, капець, ну і заплутано все тут. А, ну зато можна по Хогвартсу переміщатися. Це прикольно.
And here we are. Quite the time saver. These stairs lead directly to Central Hall. You can get almost anywhere in the castle quickly from Central Hall. Always something happening here. It's the heart of the hive. Our King's Cross station, so to speak.
Кінс Кросс, це, здається, в Лондоні, да, там?
You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today. And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
What will I learn in Charms class?
Exactly what you might expect. Spells, charms, jinxes, all terribly useful. I think you will enjoy Professor Ronan. He's a clever and entertaining wizard, and a talented teacher.
Can you tell me more about the Defense Against the Dark Arts class?
Defense Against the Dark Arts, as the name implies, focuses on how to defend oneself against the evils that lurk beyond these walls. A mastery of Defense Against the Dark Arts is required for those who aspire to become Aurors. Fortunately, we are lucky to have the ever-gifted Professor Hecat in charge of our students' education in that regard.
You mentioned Hogsmeade, Professor.
Hogsmeade is the only all-wizarding village in Britain, and is home to an array of shops and pubs. You should be able to find all of the school supplies you require in Hogsmeade. You will also, I imagine, enjoy many a butterbeer there with friends in due course.
По кружке сливочного пива, нормально.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
A lot to absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn. Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed in no time. Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
He did, Professor.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack. My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
We did take a bit of a detour on the way here. Ended up exploring some ruins and... I shouldn't say more.
Exploring ruins? Well, I presume Professor Fig has his reasons for keeping the details to himself for now. Speak of the devil, Professor Fig. Your ears must have been burning.
Oh.
Yes. You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
Ah, I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
Thank you. Good luck today. And remember to use your field guide. It will be invaluable to you. And invaluable to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes, Professor.
Come and find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
Ох, ну це капець, коротше, я не знаю, ну... От дійсно, це прикольно, це ввод в сюжет, багато розповідають, нас там навчають, але, блін, читати це нудно, чесно кажучи. Ну, як для мене. Ні, цікаво дізнатися все, звісно, про сюжет, про все остальне, але, блін, краще було б слухати, я так думаю.
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today, before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you and Professor Weasley talking about exploring ruins?
Yes, sir. But I didn't tell her anything else about our travels here. I will say, I think she suspects we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look.
Слухайте, а я не пам'ятаю, в фільмі... Їх же ж, здається, відьмами не називали. В фільмах, тобто. А тут, бачите, на всіх жінок кажуть відьми. Ну, може, це і правда. Жартую. Так, не знаю, заклинання чи темні іскусства. Ну, давайте почну з цей клас заклинань.
The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day ahead, what with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies, including your own wand. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend. I shall reach out when I have more information about our mysterious locket. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
Так, що, все, можна йти.
some Bubba Plus. I'm sure garlic could point you in the right direction. Soon get that complexion in better fettle.
Да і я так думаю, бот, що ну, це тільки в грі їх відьмами називають чомусь.
Possibly be as difficult as it seems.
Hello. I don't believe we've met.
Oh, hello. I'm Lenora. Pardon me if I seem a little distracted at the moment. Everyone thinks I'm utterly balmy. Samantha thinks I'm potty. But it's this painting. I never noticed it before. If I know Hogwarts, and I do, an empty frame doesn't appear for no reason. There's something more to this.
Have you gained any insights about the painting since you've been studying it?
I did discover that casting Lumos has an effect of some kind. But I'm not sure what to do next.
Are there any other empty paintings like this around the school?
Yes, a few. This entire place is somewhat of a riddle, to be honest. If I can work out the riddle of this one, I'll know what to do with all of them. As good a place as any to begin.
If I have the time, I may look. Could be intriguing.
I've been racking my brains long enough. I hope you'll have better luck than I have. Do come and find me if you stumble on something illuminating that solves the mystery.
Lumos. That spot must be a clue. I should look around in case it's nearby.
Так, це треба знайти оцю кімнату з цією статуєю, я думаю. І вона підскаже. Я так думаю. Десь біля сходів.
I'll trade you a smooth one.
Ага,
This
ось і
looks like
воно.
the location from the painting. What could be so special about it? Lumos. Let's get you back to your frame, little moth.
I wish I could.
А як його на... О, а,
There
все.
was a connection. I should tell Lenora that I solved the puzzle of that empty frame.
I do look forward to going home for the holiday.
Так, якісь сторінки зібрав.
All I can say is
Revelio.
Не знаю, навіщо там кубик у той бросати. Прикольно. До речі, такі записки читати, чи ви самі будете читати? Бо на мене посипався шквал критики, що я під моє чтіння можна заснути, скажімо так. Тому я суть передам в тому, що чувак ізобрів, коротше, зельє. Якщо його випити, то ти будеш думати, що лучший друг це той, хто тобі дав це зілля. Отак от.
But surely those were curdle.
Добре, давайте підемо, віддамо цій дівчині завдання, да? Це ж вона там.
Lenora, I solved the mystery of that painting.
You did? How?
I found the location depicted in the painting, and then I cast Lumos to guide a moth back to the frame.
All very logical, I suppose. Pity I was so close to solving it. You have a knack for solving riddles. Natty's good at that too. So is Amit, although he does tend to over-explain. Well, I'm glad someone figured it out. The moth! I should have seen that.
Revelio.
Ага, мабуть, треба вибрати завдання, да? Бо я змінив завдання. Ух ти, як тут прикольно на дворі.
Revelio. Lumos.
А чого тут нельзя нічого не підібрати, ні? Щось я нічого не зрозумію. Ну, добре. О, коте! Якась у нього така розкраска дивна. Скільки там часу? А, я думаю, нормас, ще часу вистачає.
Here, behind you. There is an open seat here.
Thank you.
Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Shall we begin? Welcome to year 5 of charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work. But I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? I am afraid it is too late to study now. My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm? Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
Якийсь у нього акцент такий був, цей, знаєте, якось, наче іностранець якийсь. Добре, Бодь, добре. Буду листочки читати. Ну, сюжет я сам навіть не встигаю, коли воно так швидко цей проходить. Ну, дійсно, сам не встигаю і ще й буду вам перебивати. А так, в принципі, я думаю, що буде зручніше, що я окремо читаю, ви окремо. А листочки, в принципі, можна попробувати. Ой-ой, я забув.
Accio!
That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me!
Нічого себе.
I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree. So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right? So why don't we have our newest student start us off?
Так, і що тут робити треба?
Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres and relinquish your charm at the last possible moment. Now, think of this like gobstones, if you will, but instead of throwing the marbles out, you are summoning them toward you. The trick is to pull the sphere as far as possible, but not a bit more, or it'll fall, yes? Now, I could keep talking about theory all day, but practice is the best professor. Show us how it's done.
Так, ну...
Accio!
Very good.
Капець, впаде! Блін! Це жесть. Знову. Нет, не падай.
Splendid.
Ну, нормас. Для першого разу і так сидять.
But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up. You'll be the blues, just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Be sharp.
Да це читерство.
There we go.
Accio!
Oh, that was an execution. Let us see this.
Блін.
To the best of us.
Капець, запоров.
That's it.
Нічия. Ну, в принципі, щоб нікому не було образливо. Ну, план був гарний.
Let's make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it.
О, вона скрізь мене пройшла. Ой, що вона робить? Тут же діти дивляться.
There we go.
Accio.
Let us see this.
А чому в мене 10? А, не треба, типа, було цей чіпляти? Чи що, я не розумію. Я не бачу за нею.
You are not making this easy for me, are you? Watch this.
Ну, у мене поки що 100.
Accio.
A perfect score. Remarkable.
Ну, цього разу переміг.
Very good, both of you. Well done. Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Good game back there. I must admit, I think I underestimated you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
That's good to hear. It's a lot to take in all at once.
To put it lightly, I remember how I felt when I first arrived. I transferred here from Wagadu just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
Is Wagadu much bigger than Hogwarts?
Wagadu School of Magic is the largest wizarding school in the world. So yes, bigger than Hogwarts. But it never seemed intimidating or overwhelming to me. It always felt like home.
Is Wagadu a castle, like Hogwarts?
Its address is Mountains of the Moon. It is not so much a castle as a beautiful edifice carved out of the mountainside. I remember the first time I saw it, the mist was so thick I could hardly make out anything at all. And then it just materialized before me, this enormous school that seemed to be floating in midair.
This may seem an odd question, but is magic the same there as it is here?
Mostly, yes. But I did have to learn how to use a wand when I arrived here. Hardly anyone at Wagadu uses one.
Тобто можна було і без палички цей колдувати.
You can cast spells without a wand.
Oh, yes. I find wandless magic to be much more instinctive. Not to mention quite convenient if one is without their wand. I must admit, however, that I am growing quite fond of using a wand. It seems very dramatic.
It's nice to learn about another wizarding school.
Thank you for asking. I do miss Wagadu, but I am glad to be here at Hogwarts. Ah, I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting. Until next time.
Of course, you can use Accio on humans, if you're so inclined.
Well, you'd be using
A
it for
word,
clothing,
if you
to be
would.
precise, Sebastian. You know it won't
You
work
wanted
with
to speak with me, Professor?
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation?
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? You did well, managing to best as gifted a student as Miss Onai.
Thank you, Professor. I enjoyed the match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
Ну, якась задача для мене. Первокласний студент. Отриманий приз.
Revelio.
Тут нічого немає схованого. Цікаво. Незрозуміло, якийсь значок є, а де воно і як воно знаходиться, невідомо. Поки що мені.
Revelio.
Professor Ronan reminds me of my grandfather. Loads of wisdom, but a bit mad.
З типом можна поспілкуватись.
After my brother learned the summoning charm, it was constant Accio this, Accio that, cutlery flying everywhere. Quite unsafe, really.
Ого, на замку тут ще замки є. Перший рівень замок.
Hello. How was your first day coming along?
Hello, Samantha. Nice to see you again.
I wondered how your first day was going. You certainly seem to hold your own in charms.
I've been fortunate. Beginner's luck.
My brother William would tell you not to be so humble and to trust your abilities. Then again, he tends to be overconfident in his. Well, better see to my charms homework. I'm afraid I can't count on beginner's luck to impress Professor Ronan.
Так, а тут десь я бачу, що є якась скринька. Що він... А, це вона навіть. Сидить на сходах. Мабуть, їй там зручно на сходах сидіти, да?
Goblins, werewolves, where were you? In the Goblin Rebellion of 1752.
And by the end of it, the Minister for Magic was Albert Booth.
Не знаю, щось з зеленим показує. Коротше, я щось
I shall cheer for the boy who says you're
не можу зрозуміти.
Lies, Peeves. It was Albert Boot.
No, it wasn't. It was Basil Flack.
Ooh, fight, fight! It's a bold attack. Was the
А, я,
minister
здається,
a Boot or the
зрозумів.
minister a Flack?
Stop it, Peeves. You'll get us in trouble.
In trouble you will be, but you can't give Peeves a smack.
Але не
She
зрозумів.
says it's a boot, and he says it's a Flack.
Peeves,
Трикутник
you'll
вгору.
get us all detention. And you're both wrong anyway. It was Hephaestus Gore.
Тут ось вниз.
It wasn't Flack, but you're all in trouble with Professor Black.
Коротше, треба на оцих ось штуках робити, щоб були такі позначки, мабуть. Чи що, нічого, коротше, не зрозумію. Щось зрозумів, але що не зрозумів. Коротше, 3, 0 і знак питання. Не знаю, це треба розбиратись, як їх відчиняти, ці двері. Якусь скриньку знайшов. О, котик. Ну, цей посимпатичніше буде котик. Гарніший буде, чим той. Той якийсь такий розцвітки був. Добре. Як там мапу відчиняти? Ага, доступні ще побочні завдання якісь. Що це в нас? Оце, мабуть, і є допоміжні завдання, да? Пристройка до бібліотеки. Лестниця Хогвартса, тобто лестниці. А, і дивіться, і тут ось пристройка к бібліотеки, бачите? І ще якісь зелененькі завдання це я виконав, да? Страниці руководства це я виконав. Я тебе гладив. Обійдися. О.
Yes, I'm aware. Muggles have a lot of different words for things. It might as well be French.
Це котики зі Стрей прийшли, коротше, в гості в Хогвартс. О, а як вона тут з'явилася? Ну ви не думайте, це не глюк, це магія. It's magic.
Revelio.
Привіт, Віра. Ласкаво прошу на мій канал і приємного перегляду. Не знаю, щось все ж таки буде з цим пов'язано, мабуть. Треба розбиратись, коротше. О. Дивіться.
Lumos.
Так, це темні сили, а як мені вибрати завдання? Допоміжні завдання треба, да? Так, а як допоміжні завдання мені? Нема задач, нема поки що. Коротше, допоміжні завдання поки що не вибираються, да? Так, це виконано, а це не виконано. О, я можу перчатки одіти. Ще поки що не можу воду в вино перетворити, бо ще нам такого заклинання такого ще не було. Так, а як їх тепер зняти, ці окуляри? А то одягнув, о. Капець, оце шкіряна ця шляпа. Якогось гопніка, мабуть. В принципі, можна шарф вдягнути. Оце якийсь костюмчик. Ладно. Ходімо, мабуть, тоді по завданню, раз я не можу допоміжне вибрати.
Revelio.
Ну тут і багато сход. То вгору, то вниз, то вгору, то вниз.
Is that all you've got?
Levioso!
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces in your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge. To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
Levioso.
Блін, я не пам'ятаю, а...
Now, let's try something a little larger.
Хотів сказати, це ця кімната, що була в Гаррі Поттері, чи її трішечки змінили, коли вони від темних мистецтв тренувалися?
See how the deflected your cast. This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember, a surprise Good. Well done. Very good, but the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel, using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
Levioso, this may not be your first duel. Let's just say I'm a quick learner.
I do enjoy lively duels.
Levioso.
If only all my students were this adept. Use the basic cast when you're
Я його прям зі стола скинув.
Not bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Ravenclaw.
Thank you, Professor Hecat. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments. All right. That's enough spectacle for one day. Class is dismissed.
Ну, в принципі, принаймні вона дуже схожа на ту кімнату, що була в фільмі. І, здається, цей же ж дракон і висів тут. Що ці маленькі штуки, які літали, вони його, здається, там чуть ли не розбомбили в фільмі. Не знаю, Віра, чому тебе в таку школу не взяли. Може десь сова, коротше, не долетіла з поштою. Десь упала, хтось збив, може, її. Ну, да, змінили б цю кімнату, може, типа, знаєш, через те, що час іще не прийшов. Тобто тут в цьому випадку вона старіша, чим в тому випадку, що в фільмі. В фільмі більш сучасніша, а тут більше, бачиш, типа там, ну, ще деяких предметів, наприклад, немає в цій кімнаті. Отак от. Ні, тут Малфоя, мабуть, не буде, я так думаю. А, ну, да, негативні герої, ну тут гобліни негативні герої.
Revelio.
Замок рівень 2, нічого собі. Це тут...
If you know the right spells, it's dark wizards that'll fear you, not the other way around.
Huh. Always thought Levioso was for first years. Not anymore.
You drilled Sebastian. He's strong competition. Well done. I'd hate to face Professor Hecat in a duel.
Уже тут цей серця тьолочок завойовую.
Nice work.
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice? It felt more like I was dueling an expert. Sebastian Sallow, by the way. Didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
I've dueled enough. Consider yourself lucky I held back.
Huh, fair enough. You owe me an honest duel when you aren't. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
Exclusive and unsanctioned. Count me in.
Excellent. Knew I was right about you. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club, or sneaking into the restricted section of the library, you just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck or actual skill. Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance. If you're interested.
О, уже якийсь клуб знайшли. Ну, тобто не знайшли, ну, дізналися про клуб. Так, якісь карти тут познаходив. А, це речі, які я знаходив, мабуть. Тут відображаються, да, мабуть, що за речі. Ну, коротше, зрозуміло. Для колекції, коротше. Я так розумію. Ну да, це теж в Хогвартсі колекції всілякі.
Oh, I'm not much for dueling. I prefer to keep things friendly.
Так, а де тут знову є якась скриня?
Revelio.
Тільки я не можу зрозуміти, де вона. Десь на горі чи десь внизу. Чи десь таємна кімната, що вони там... А, бачите, зник. Як на низ спустився, воно десь зникло. Ні, а чуваки круто, звісно, вони... Магією цей користуються наповну. То з'являються, то зникають. Ні, ну, здебільшого поки що тільки з'являються, не зникали ще. Так. Ну, я не знаю, де воно. Де ця скриня і як її знайти. За нами постійно ці очі наблюдають. Ну, це по фільму там негативні персонажі, да, і звідти виходили здебільшого негативні персонажі. А так, ну, Слізерин та й Слізерин. Ну, там же ж і сам засновник Слізерину теж був негативний чувак, здається. О, чай. І чашка зникла. Ну, бува.
Revelio.
Тут можна, коротше, мабуть, годинами блукати по Хогвартсу. Добре, давайте подивимось, що там за завдання у нас. Встретьтесь с профессором Уизли в классе трансфигурации. Добре. Та да, дійсно, можуть сильними бути. Страшним. Не хочеш бути страшним, як Волан-де-Морт, а сильним, як Волан-де-Морт.
Revelio.
What about the room, Professor?
I was thinking the same thing, Deke. Perhaps you could help.
Oh, excuse, Deke.
Прикольно вони телепортуються.
I trust your first classes went well?
They did, Professor.
I heard as much from Professors Hecat and Ronan. Seems Professor Fig taught you quite a bit during your brief detour near... what was it you said? Some ruins? I'd wager there's a good deal more to your travels here than what you've told me. Isn't there?
Have you and Professor Fig not discussed my training?
He continues to be reticent about the details, mentioning only a few spells. Revelio, was it? And Lumos?
That's correct, Professor.
I see. Like trying to get a sonnet from a streeler. Regardless, you must continue to build upon what you've learned. In that regard, I've asked your professors to help hasten your progress with some extra assignments.
Professor Ronan did mention something about that.
In fact, Professor Ronan will meet you outside momentarily to assign your first one. Now, regarding the trip to Hogsmeade I mentioned earlier, we've arranged to replace the supplies lost on your way here, including seeds, potion recipes, and spellcrafts.
Thank you, Professor.
And Mr. Ollivander will connect you with the perfect wand. You've managed your classes well with a borrowed wand, but you'll find the magic you cast with your own wand to be far superior.
Прикольно, прикольно, Бодя. Як Дамблдор, а як Гаррі. Зрозумів, Віра. Та так, знаєш, і в житті деяким людям з їхніми можливостями дав добро це все, в добре русло все це направити, а не так, як відбувається.
Can you tell me more about the potions shop, Professor?
J. Pippin's Potions stocks a wide array of potions ingredients, although they rarely sell recipes. Professor Sharp asked that they have a couple of particular recipes on hand for you.
I've never heard of a spellcraft before, Professor. What is it?
A spellcraft is a recipe of sorts used when conjuring objects. I shall explain more about them when you begin working with transfiguration magic.
There's an Ollivander's in Hogsmeade.
There is. Most people are familiar with the shop in Diagon Alley. We're fortunate to have someone like him nearby. Mr. Ollivander is a genuine craftsman and highly skilled wand maker. I would trust no one else to pair me with a wand.
А бачите, дійсно, в фільмах же ж вони в косому перевулку купляли ці палички, бачиш, а тут, щоб не переміщатися в косий перевулок, вони зробили, що в містера Олівандера можна купити палички в Хогсміті.
I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade.
Very well. I'd like you to make your first visit to the village with a classmate. Help you get your bearings. Perhaps Sebastian Sallow or Natsai Onai. I've noticed you spending time with them.
I'd like to go with Natty.
Excellent choice. Miss Onai is one of our most talented students. And she knows the area. She'll keep you well clear of any of Victor Rookwood's undesirables en route.
Rookwood?
A rather unsavory local. Best to avoid him and his associates, including his right hand of sorts, Theophilus Harlow, if you can. Once you've finished Professor Ronan's assignment, your friend will meet you at the castle doors. No time to waste. The sooner you complete your work, the sooner you can enjoy a butterbeer at the Three Broomsticks.
Блін, тут школярам дозволяють пиво пити. Ну, вже другий раз вона про пиво каже, що можна випити там десь пивка, коротше, сливового чи слівочного. Так, ну що, у нас вже 2 години 18 хвилин. Я думаю, вже можна зберігати і завершувати стрімчик. Так, зараз що там за задачі? Угу, кудись сюди треба підійти. А потім дозволять мені гуляти, да, за замком. А де Хогсміт? Поки що не показують. Ну добре, тоді... Пошти немає ніякої. Ага, тут вручну треба зберігатись, якщо що. Головне не забути. Дракон з України. Щось таке пам'ятається мені. А я буду собою, Бодь. Я не хочу ніким бути. Мені собою бути подобається. Да, пропустив півстріму, Бодя, тому і швидко час минув. Добре, друзі, дякую вам за перегляд. Так, хай буде тут, а збережу. Всім гарного вечора. Не забувайте підписуватись, ставити вподобайки і ділитися моїми стрімами. Також переходьте по посиланню в описі в телеграм-канал. Там можете, до речі, і придбати Хогвартс. Здається, у мене є на PlayStation 5, якщо не помиляюсь. А якщо помиляюсь, то виберіть щось собі друге. Може щось вас цікаве, там зацікавить вас щось друге. Так, що у нас тут такі за приколи? А, це налаштунки. Геймпад. Так.